Hello everyone, welcome back. It's good to see you after a week or so. We are going to move on to the next topic where I'm going to talk to you about the problems the prisoners face inside the prison and outside the prison. Right? This slide will help you understand the depth of problems the inmates has in the prison as well as outside the prison. So we are going to discuss in detail and in depth about the problems of prison inmates. Hope you all will enjoy it. This is actually we have met thousands and thousands of prisoners. As you all know, I am from the prison background. Right from my childhood, I have met thousands and thousands of prisoners, and I have I've did number of studies on prison inmates, and this is based on my personal experience with the inmates, my interaction with the prison officers whom we have trained for the past 20 years, and my experience with my discussions with the higher officers who have expressed the problems of prisoners, and my I have witnessed many sessions handled by senior officers regarding prisoners' problem. All this put together, I have cooked something for you. So please watch the video carefully for good inputs. This, as beginners, it will help you to understand the inmates better. We all usually think that the prisoners are given food 3 times a day, and coffee, tea we are giving. They have canteen facilities, and also they are given interviews, they are given parole, and medical facilities, and weekly once, of course in some states we are giving non-veg. So we all have an idea that prisoners are all okay, if not happy, but we think that they are satisfied, but we have never gone in depth into their problems. Okay, transition from one place to another itself is a problem, so which I'll be discussing in detail in the following slides. Once I met one prisoner who told me that he has lost sleep for 10 years. 10 long years he is not able to sleep in the night. So this was something very disturbing, and I started asking him questions, why he is not able to. So he gave a number of reasons for not sleeping in the nights, which I'll be discussing in the coming PPT in the following discussions. And also one more prisoner, many prisoners have told this. One more prisoner who lived in the prison for I think 16 years. When I was in the committee, advisory committee for the Tamil Nadu prison department, I get a chance to go inside the prison and to meet the prison inmates, and also be part of the release committee to give some recommendation for their release. When I was talking to this prisoner, he was telling that even on that day, after 16 years, he is not able to take prison food. So they still have problems with the prison food. It's not that the food is not good, but it's because of the routine food they had, they develop a distaste, hate towards the food. So as we think, as we see, and as we perceive the prisoners to be satisfied and happy inside the prison is not true. So let's move on to know what are the problems the prisoners have. Let's discuss about the common problems which I have identified with my experience in the prisons. Adjustment problems, which I'll be talking to you in detail. Problems with food, which is eating disorders, eating problems with the behavior of other inmates. which means they constantly have certain nagging inmates with them who will demand a lots and lots from these inmates. Okay, in a cell of around 25 or 30, definitely they'll have inmates who are nagging other inmates. So problems with the behavior of the other inmate, sleep problems, which turns very suicidal. This adjustment problem and sleep problems, we have to be very, very careful, because we have to cater to this. We have to listen to the prison inmate, and we have to find out if he has any issues like this, because this may turn into suicidal ideation. Then comes they commonly discuss about the ventilation problems. Of course, the prison cells have big windows and everything, but still the ventilation is not enough. Then overcrowded cells. I've visited prisons almost all over India, and I've seen overcrowded cells where in some states prisoners sleep on turns. I sleep for 4 hours, you sleep for the next 4 hours. The next batch will sleep for the next 4 hours. The others will be sitting. This is the condition of certain prisons. Okay, these are all overcrowded cells where we can imagine the hygiene, the sanitation, the night toilets, all this will be a problem. The hygiene issues. But of course, our prisons have improved a lot regarding hygiene. But inside the cells, the hygiene of the cells, they will have a problem. Night toilets are inside the cells, where the height of the wall will be relatively, but nowadays it has improved a lot. But in olden type of prisons, the night toilets will be lesser in heights, where every time they use the toilet, they will have an inconvenience, right? Anybody can, in case the next fellow wants to use the toilet, they'll be standing in queue, and so such kind of adjustment problems. And sexual crisis. Okay, I'd rather say that crisis regarding sexual urges, not sexual crisis. This is not identity crisis, but crisis regarding sexual urges. How will they manage it? And many of them have expressed that they have homosexual invites which they are not willing to. And there are a few people who involve in homosexuality and who are given extra counseling, and the prison is very well handling this issue. But I have heard so many expressing that they get invite for homosexual kind of needs, right? Okay, so let's move on to see one after another. I will start with adjustment problems. This is, if you just look at the term, you will be wondering what is this adjustment problems. Even we have adjustment problems. When you come for training, definitely, I have told you in the class also, definitely you have adjustment problems. Yeah. Adjustment is often used as a synonym for accommodation and adaptation. See, when a prisoner comes inside, when an inmate comes inside, he needs time to accommodate himself and adapt himself. Some may take 3 months, 6 months, some throughout their lifetime, they will not accommodate, they will not adapt themselves. Yeah. If it is a short sentence for 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, definitely every day they'll be thinking about going out. So adjustment happens mentally, in the attitude. It's very, very difficult. And if they come from good background or a middle class background, everything is a problem. Everything is a problem. Sleeping, eating, sitting. Okay, people nowadays, they practice sitting on chairs and sofas. and we are supposed to sit on the floor in the prison. It takes time to adjust, and also psychiatrically, it is a group of condition that can occur when you have difficulty coping with a stressful life event. Adjustment is not you start adjusting and you start accommodating. It doesn't happen in a one day. It is a lifelong process. Whenever you get stress, you need to adapt and accommodate to the life event. If it doesn't happen, that means you have an adjustment problem or adjustment disorder. So this is a occurrence where you have difficulty coping with the stressful life events. So many things may happen inside the prison, inside the cells, inside the kitchen, inside the dietary section, inside the workplace. So many things. We unless we talk to the inmates, unless we keep conversing with the inmates, many of them will be afraid to report whatever is happening. We never know. We cannot guess anything. But there are problems. There are stressful life events inside the prison. That which is a stress for me may not be a stress to you. That which is a stress to someone is not a stress to others, right? So let us, always look out for adjustment problems. It is difficulty coping with a stressful life event. These can include the death of a loved one. Sometimes they get a news about the death of a loved one. Sometimes they get a news about, some relationship issues in their family. The son goes out of the family, or the sister comes and fights. If you have killed the sister's husband, the sister will come and fight with you. Or the brother and brothers come for a property issue. They create lot of problem. So likewise, there are a lot of issues which causes adjustment disorder. Or you come to know that the family is stigmatized. So all these things will create lot of issues. So how will you identify? How will you identify this disorder? You can see the person is stressed. I have put a list of symptoms which you can read for yourself also, which is self-explanatory. Fear. You can see fear in that person. Hopelessness. And you can see number of symptoms: anxiety, tension, right? Restlessness. They keep walking. Palpitation, sweat. So many things happening in that person will tell you that the person has got the adjustment problem. How long this adjustment problem can stand? How long a person can have adjustment problem? From 3 months to 6 months. If it is going beyond that, beyond 6 months, if a person is saying that he has adjustment problem, they will say that he has stomach pain, he has digestive problem, he has constipation, complaining that the prison food is not suitable, beyond 6 months, then it is not the physical problem, it is an adjustment problem. He has problems in his attitude. He is unable to adjust with the prison environment. You can easily find out. You can of course go in for a medical examination, but still you will find out that the person has more of mental health problem than a physical disease. Alright. Why should we talk so much about this adjustment problem? Why should we talk so much about this adjustment problem? In the initial stage, within 6 months, 3 months to 6 months, you have to watch him very carefully, especially if he is a first time offender. Even repeaters should be very careful. If he is coming to a different prison, from one prison to another prison, if he is shifted, he will have adjustment problems. If sometimes due to want of space, if you put 10 people in one single cell, they will have lots and lots of adjustment problems, right? So you should be careful in watching them. Otherwise, it will create a unnecessary stress in them, out of stress, they even take a decision to commit suicide. That will happen. So it's always advisable to deal with adjustment problem. Initially, when he is admitted, sit with him for 2 or 3 sessions and explain him about the prison environment and give him adjustment counseling. Right? What are the different kinds of therapies we have for adjustment problems? Psychotherapy, which is done by a professional. Crisis intervention, he will have small crisis. Okay, he'll say my things are stolen from the cell, or this prison dress is little heavy for me, or I have issues with the food, I'm not able to sleep. Okay, this one is pestering, that one is pestering. This kind of complaints you might be having. So that particular complaint, you can talk to him, find out whether it is true and try to solve it. That is crisis intervention. The crisis that is disturbing him, the crisis that is disturbing his mind, the crisis that is creating stress, that you have to deal with. Then comes family therapy. In case he has problems thinking of his family. Okay, if he has lost some loved one, if he has I came across a prison inmate whose wife, he got married, and within a year he got involved in some case, in a murder, and entered prison. So when he was around 23 or 24, he came inside the prison. He was sentenced for life. He was inside the prison. The wife was taking care of the family. Just 1 year married, and she was living only for him. She was meeting him frequently, very well managed. And suddenly what happened? She ran a chit to run her life. Suddenly she mismanaged the money, and she got into problems. She was hoping that her husband will get released and will take care of the family, which didn't happen for a long time due to his parole escape and all that. So what she did is, suddenly she committed suicide. And the person inside the prison, the husband, could not accept the fact that the wife has committed suicide. So he developed a mental health issue. He is not able to accommodate or adapt to the change that has happened in his life. So he was talking. So in that case, we had to call the family, talk to him, keep engaging him, ask the children to meet him, children talk to him. So that is how you have to deal with. This is a holistic approach we have to follow. So we called the family, counseled, did whatever we could. So that is called family therapy. Involving family in the rehabilitation, in the treatment of the inmate is very, very important in a prison setting. And group therapies. If you find out some 15 people with the adjustment problem, put all of them in a group. Okay, run some few sessions, which I will be talking to you in group work. Run some few sessions, so that all of them will come out with whatever they are facing. So every inmate will understand the problem is not unique. This problem only that inmate is not facing. So he will get a knowledge that this is called universalization of problem. So he will not think that only I have the problem. He will think that okay, everyone has a problem. Okay. So that happens in a group session. So we will go for group therapies. Then support groups. Develop support groups to encourage him, motivate him. Then comes cognitive behavioral therapy. This is a professional therapy which aims at changing his attitude and behavior, which has to be done by a psychologist or a psychiatric social worker or a psychiatrist. Then interpersonal psychotherapy, developing his interpersonal relationship. So all this can be done in a prison to help him with the adjustment problems. Let us make our prisons a professional institution. If everyone is skilled, in certain therapies, if you try to learn some therapies, start practicing it, something basic therapies. I'm not talking about professional therapies, no, that you cannot do, but basic therapies, crisis intervention, okay, talking to the family, okay, just sitting and listening to him, ventilation, these basic therapies, if you start mastering, then your prisons will be professional institutions. Our prisons will, Indian prisons will set an example for the entire world. Okay, so why are we talking about this so much? Because adjustment problems will lead to insomnia, muscle twitches, okay. If he has adjustment problems, he will be trembling like this, yeah, his hands will be shaking. He'll feel fatigue because he is always worried about this adjustment problems. So he'll feel fatigue. He will feel very tired. He will lose his energy, and he will develop body pain. All psychiatric problems will develop into somatic complaints. So which I will explain in the later slides. And he will also have soreness and indigestion. I told you in the beginning, if he has adjustment problem, it will be exhibited as psychosomatic illness, as problems in the body, indigestion, okay, migraines. It will be exhibited in different sickness. We may be thinking that the person is sick, he needs medical help. Actually, he needs psychological help and psychiatric help, right? And finally, it will lead to suicide. If all these symptoms are not treated, if we are not caring about adjustment problems at all, and we are not making any modification, at least if you are not able to make it according to prison rules or according to existing resources, just try to do something, just to show in front of the inmate that you are taking his request serious, and you are trying to modify something within the existing resources. Have the inmate also by your side. Teach the inmate to do it, so that he will understand that you are for his welfare. So I have told you what is adjustment problem. The symptoms, you can just, from now on, you can start marking down the symptoms. This is if you just check within 6 months inmates, those who are new to prison, you will find out these symptoms. If you are finding it out from an inmate who has crossed 6 months, years together, and still has these symptoms, then we have to deal with it, because it will affect his mental health and he will have mental health problem. That is why you should treat adjustment problems. Hope you all understood what is adjustment problems. So what I thought is, after listening to all this, your mind will be filled with enthusiasm to know if this is really true. So you go to some prisoners who have come within 6 months, within 3 months, 6 months, or youngsters, young prisoners, and find out whether they have this adjustment problems. That symptoms I told you, just make a checklist and find out, tick if they have those problems, and you write on your own how to handle this adjustment problems from your prison experience. Just talk to your seniors, discuss this topic with your seniors, and just write down 1-page assignment, just 10 points, 5 points, no problem. I'm not worried about the points, but I want you to seriously think about it and give some solution for this adjustment problems. Very big mega decision you cannot take, but discuss with your seniors, and if they are suggesting certain things and they see that it can be done, then you can go ahead with doing that. Hope you all enjoyed this session. I'll meet you with another set of problem in the next video. Thank you for listening.